Hi guys, welcome to my course, and in this course I'm gonna be showing you how you're gonna be able to set your reference in Blender. So it's going to be the first chapter of the course, and so let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to be doing in this part, we are going to first of all delete everything which is in the scene, and by doing that we're going to be pressing A, and after pressing A you're going to select everything, and you're going to press X and delete. So and now everything is gone, and we're going to come here and press number pad 1. So let me bring my so you can see clearly, like maybe here. So I have pressed number pad 1. So after pressing number pad 1, I'm gonna go to front view and make sure the cursor is in the word origin, so that if you drag and drop your reference here, it's gonna be in the word origin. So now the first thing that I'm going to do is press press Shift S to show you how, if your cursor is not in the word origin, how you put it there. It's gonna come. You're gonna come here to the cursor and come here to cursor to word origin, and once you press that part, it's going to come and snaps to the word origin. So now once that is done, you're gonna come here and go where you saved your reference image, and come drag and drop and press it here. Now it's in the origin where the cursor is, and now the first thing you have to do is press N, and after pressing N you're gonna come here to items, and I'm gonna delete all of this by pressing delete. You're gonna press 0 here, 0, and 0, so that it fits clearly at the scene. Now everything is set. Another thing we're going to do is come select your object or your reference, and you come here to this part, which is where the opacity is. You come here and enable the opacity and decrease it a little bit so that it looks like this, transparent. And then you press G and put it up just a little bit here, and it snaps to the line here. And once it is here, you're gonna come here. There is something that I really love doing, enabling this fresh here. Yeah, it's called selectable. You enable the selectable, and then you come and select this part, so that you won't be able to select it anywhere as long as you have started modeling. So now that's it for the first part of this course of setting the reference. Now our reference is ready. I'm only going to be using one reference at this time, but there are other times where you might use more than one reference, where if you have an object which you have side 1, side 2, and side 3, which are different, but for this one it's only all the sets, just one shape that we're going to be using. So thanks for sticking to this course at this part until the end, and I'll see in the next one where I'll be showing you how you can start modeling your object. Okay guys, welcome back to the course. So now I have showed you how you can set your reference in Blender. If you haven't watched that, go watch the part 1 of this course. Yeah, the first part of this course where I showed you how I was able to set this reference. And now for this part, I'm going to be showing you how you can start modeling your object in Blender. So just like I told you, make sure that your 3D cursor is set to the word origin, and if not, press Shift S and come to cursor to word origin, and now it is set to the word origin. So once that is done, what you're going to be doing now is that you're going to come here and press Shift A, and after pressing Shift A, you're going to come here and pick an object which suits what you're creating. For me, it's a cylinder, so now I just put it here, and it snaps to the word origin. So what I'm going to do now is toggle to X-ray mode, and come on the top here and select this part. And after pressing that, it's gonna be looking like transparent. So that's why I told you to make this look like it is transparent, because once it is not transparent, or once it is not looking like this brown or transparent, I don't know how you're gonna call it, but once it looks like this, if this one becomes to, let me show you. First of all, by coming here, you have to know this is really essential. So if you don't select it and you make it like this, you can see it's not, you cannot be able to model this, but it's better when you're not, it's better when it's like that. So the opacity is really needed. For example, look what happens now. You cannot see your object, but once it's like this, now you can start to see your object. So now you come and select your object, and we're going to be starting modeling our object. So let's start by pressing this cylinder to the top while it faces this line of the x-axis. And by doing that, I'm going to be pressing G, Z, and putting it up. And after doing that, I'm going to press Tab. So after pressing Tab, I'm going to come here and select the bottom vertex and press Ctrl B and bevel this part. And by while I'm holding that, I'm going to come and scroll some of this and make it until it fits here. Let me see on the reference. Yeah, it's here now. And I'm gonna make sure this object aligns with my reference image. It doesn't matter if it fits well, as long as it's kind of the same size. So and now I have done that, I'm gonna scale a little bit, put it right here. All right, so now we have modeled our bottom part. So I'm going to come here and select this edges. Is it edges? I don't know. It's vertex. Yeah, I always mistaken with edges. This is the edges, this is the vertex. So I'm gonna be setting this vertex, and I'm gonna be scaling it a little bit, like here. Okay, and I'm gonna be also scaling this here. Let me just come pressing Shift B, zoom in, and pressing G, Z, putting it here, and I'm gonna scale it a little bit until it fits here, and I'm gonna select this and scale it a little bit here, and now, yeah, you see now it is matching, and now I'm gonna add in a loop cut, and I'm gonna add in here, scale it a little bit until it fits here. So now, yeah, like that. So another thing that I'm going to be doing is by beveling all of these vertex here. So I'm gonna come and select this vertex here and press Ctrl B and bevel them, because everything in the real world is beveled there. You cannot find anything which is too sharp that doesn't have a bevel edge. So now that's done. Alright, so let's go up to the top. Going up to the top, but first of all, let me scale it to fit the reference SZ in the, yeah, like that. Now it's fitting very well. So now what I'm going to do is come here and go to the top and press tab, come and select the top vertex. And now I'm going to press G, Z, go up, and hit at this part where I'm going to extrude in a little bit. I'm going to press E, S, scale a little bit, press E, Z, going up just a little bit here, and now I'm going to press ES, go, I'm going to press ES, scale it a little bit, press EZ, scale it a little bit on the top, Maybe I can just put it like here. And now what I'm going to be doing for avoiding further mistakes, I'm going to be deleting this top part and go out, tag out to the X-ray mode so I can be able to see it clear. So I'm going to delete this top part and come back here at this part, and yeah, I'm going to be beveling all of these edges of vertex. I don't know which one to pick. So now I'm going to be beveling this. So for now selecting these lines here, I'm going to be selecting this part here and rotate it a little bit. Let me see. Tag out of this X-ray. This is the bottom one. I'm going to press Control while holding the mouse and come selecting this. Press Control B, bevel. After beveling, it's going to be like this. So, and I really like cavity. I don't know why. Now, so let's bevel this one also. And I'm going to be pressing Control, beveling this part, and beveling this part also, and this part. I press Control B to bevel the part. And now let's go back to this object here and come. Right, so now we have modeled this part, which is the bottom one. Time to model this top one also. So the way I'm going to be doing this top one, I'm going to make it separated. So what I'm going to do is press tab, come here to vertex and select the top vertex here and press shift D. After pressing shift D, I'm going to press scale. Scale it a little bit like here and press EZ on the top. And I'm going to be pressing L to select everything. So I don't think you're seeing I don't think you're seeing my shortcuts. Let me just, right, let me put it in the center so that you'll be able to see. So now you didn't see this. Let me return back. I pressed L and then I selected everything on the top and I select the selection. I selected PN separated by selection. And now I'm gonna select this top part and come press G, Z and put it back here and pressing tab. I'm gonna come here, press G, Z and put it up like so. And I'm going to come and Control B. Right. Oh, yeah, I have to fill this part. So yes, let me just and F grid fill. All right. So that's filling. So it's just I was gonna show you how I was gonna show you this after, but let me just explain to you. So I in order to bevel something, you have to have something on this top, which is gonna make you be able to bevel. Without that, I don't think you're gonna be able to do that. Or you can just I don't think you'll be able to bevel this top part. So the other thing that I think which I did here is I added the grid fill. So the grid fill, other than pressing F, F is gonna only add in the face here, but it's not gonna add a good topology. So by grid fill, you have it gives you the good topology to your object that allows you to have better topology to your object. And maybe when you're gonna be adding some UV and wrap on the top here, but I don't think you're gonna be using the UV and wrap here. So this will really help you a lot in all of your modeling. Grid fill is a good thing to use when you're modeling in Blender. So let's continue to what I was creating here. So I'm gonna go to the top, and now I'm able to start beveling my top part. So I'm gonna select this part, pressing Control, come in here, not like this, pressing Control, select this part. I don't need this one. X-Lays coming on the way. Sorry. So pressing here, Control, coming, pressing here, Control and Control. Yeah, double pad one. X-ray mode, Control B, then bevel. It's not too bevel, so I think it's better like this. And now our object is beveled. Now that's a good thing. So what else are we going to do? You're gonna come here at this bottom and start matching it with the reference because I want to make it look more good and clear. So I'm just gonna press scale this a little bit here, and this one also has to be scaled a little bit. This one also scaling it just a tiny bit here, and now it's good. So, and now I'm gonna be adding some cuts. Or let me just show you something, how you can make this stuff outstanding now. So I don't think I'm even gonna be needing this reference anymore, so I'm just going to hide it. So now what I'm going to do is come here to the modifiers and add in subdivision modifier, like on the level 2. I'm gonna press tab and come here on the top, press Ctrl R and bring it here, and now I'm gonna press this one also, adding some loop cuts, like 2 of them, adding here. Let me bring back, is my cavity on? Yeah, it's on. So, and also I'm gonna come here, adding another one here, maybe like this, put it here. Now I think it's like we are done here. So the subdivision surface is used for making things look smooth, and when if I wouldn't have added those loop cuts, this one wasn't gonna be too kind of sharp, like you see on the bottom here. Let me show you something. Looking at this part, it wasn't gonna be like this. So in order for it to be good, you have to add in a subdivision surface and add in the loop cut here, and now it's cut very well. And another trick that people use is by coming here and coming to normals, select normals, and enable auto smooth. And once a shade smooth, auto smooth, now you see the object have changed. Another thing I'm gonna add in to this part to the top is the solidify modifier. Enable only the rim, and scale it like this. Select here, add in a subdivision surface modifier, put it on the top, and now it's way better. So let's come, add in some loop cuts, and pressing A, tab, shade smooth. So I think it's better if you come here and bevel this part. Pressing Control B, I bevel this just a tiny bit. That looks like that. And I added too much. Yes, I think I should also enable the auto smooth so that it will be more. And I need one look cut here, which is gonna make it stand. Also, if we go back to this look cut, it's gonna do it very well. And now I have this nice sharp edge. I think for the model, I should probably call it a day now. Now the model is done, but one more thing is that I have to come and can put it back there. Let me add in the background so that I'll be only showing you the next step of lighting. So I come in I come Shift A, add in the plane, scale it maybe like this far. Come, press Tab E Z and scale up. And now right, I'm gonna have this. Come here, bevel it. After beveling it, I'm gonna come and shade smooth, scale on x-axis that is the percent, and now it's nice and clear. And it's not necessary to have a smooth for this. Then it's gonna be white. So now once I'm done with this, the other thing which I'm gonna be doing is by coming here and adding the camera, like pressing Shift A, camera, right? So I'm gonna see in the camera view. So Control Alt 0 to capture the edition and do it like this. I come to the camera viewport display and then now it's not this. Yeah, it's this one. Make it black. Sorry for that. Yeah, so now we have done this. It's time to come and start. It's time to come and start adding some lights. So guys, thank you for sticking to this until this part of modeling is end. I really appreciate if you have come this far. So now I think I'm gonna cut this a day and I'm gonna be back showing you how we're gonna be able to light our product in Blender. So how we're gonna be adding some point lights, area lights, and all of those kind of stuff. Showing you how you can add in the 3-point lights and also show you if you don't wanna use the light how you can add in an HDR light. But for me, I'm gonna be using 3 points light. That's what makes my product look really good. So I will see the next chapter where I'll be showing you everything you need to know on how you're going to be able to light your product. So I'll see you in that part. Okay, welcome back to this course. This is part 3 of this course where I'm gonna be showing you how you're going to be able to light this type of product in Blender. And here I'm gonna be showing you how you're gonna be able to add in the HDRI and 3-point light for this product. So the first thing that you have to do is that, just like always, make sure your 3D cursor is always in the world origin so that you'll be able to add in your light very well. And another thing that you're going to do right now is to come here to this world and come, yeah, this you see this part which shows like world, it shows also what property, and you come here and you put it down until it becomes black. And on the strength here, you're gonna add in 0 so that when you render the scene, it becomes black. There is nothing. And also make sure that you have switched from EV to cycles. And cycles, which type of PC you're using. If you have if you have a GPU, it's better. For me, I have a GPU, so I'm gonna be using a GPU. But if it doesn't have a GPU, maybe you're using a piece with a CPU, you can just let it to be CPU. It's also going to work, but it's better if you have GPU in your PC, a good graphic card. So now we are here, and let's see the camera. I have already did this, so I showed you this in the previous part of the course. So another thing is another thing, depth of field. No, I'm not gonna be adding the depth of field here. So for the camera, I think I'm gonna put it like at 80. So I'm gonna go back to solid view 80 so that to be having a good quality image, and I'm gonna come here and make it 4K resolution. It's gonna be this one. I'm gonna be using this one. After making this one, I'm gonna to do this and come here, maybe snap it here. Okay, so now our scene is ready. It's time to add in our first light. So the first thing we're going to do is go back to rendered view. Now it's completely black because there is no light showing what's going on in the scene. So we're going to come up and press Shift A. After pressing Shift A, we're going to add in the area light. And after pressing the area light, we're going to put it up like this. Now you're starting to see some lights which is coming to our scene. And then we're going to come here to the light properties, and we're going to make it like 1,000. And now we have new light, and change here, you come here to light properties. There is color, there is power, and also come here to shape and make sure that it's disk. And now get a smooth lights. And another thing is I'm going to duplicate this by pressing Shift D and putting it down, and I'm going to change this to be a point light and come here and where is it, GY, and put it here, and I'm going to be scaling it at least like here, and yeah, probably like 1,000 also can do. So this is for the background, and this is for the top object. And now let me just decrease it like this. So in the previous video, in my on my image, I showed you it was like a white background, but today I'm gonna making it black. So I love black. It makes things look way better. Now and but I'm gonna be doing this in the shading time. So I'm gonna be doing this I'm gonna be showing everything in the shaded properties when I have started shading this object. So I'll be making everything. So right now I'm gonna be focusing on the lights. Sorry for that. So let's go and let's continue. And now we're gonna duplicate this light and make it Shift D and duplicate it. Press X and put it right here and press R, Y, rotate it on 90 degrees, but I'm not using 90 degrees actually. GZ, I'm gonna put it like that. And now I'm gonna change this from disk to rectangular, and for your shadows. And now I think it's better like this. I'm not gonna be casting any shadows here, but the light here is too much. I'm gonna put it like 500 so that to be casted like this now. And another thing is, yeah, I told you that I was gonna show you how you can add an HDRI. So for this, I'm gonna be removing this. I'm gonna be hiding these lights so that you can see what I'm gonna be doing. How you can add your own HDRI to the scene. So then realize this one is gone, this one is gone, and this one is gone. So there is no light now. So we come to here to world properties. We come here to strength if you want to add an HDRI, and I mean here on the camera, you come on the environment textures and you come and open here. Let me see where I put it. Where is the HDRI? It in downloads. Yeah, let me use this Mary Hall 8K HDRI, and I just open it, and now it's gonna add in some lights. So you're gonna add in the strength for one. Huh. Probably asking yourself what's going on. I'm asking myself too. Okay, so let's go to shaders. Object, go to word, and now this is the HDRI strength. This is why I don't use HDR light. It doesn't have full control. It's just saying like Cinelight, but it doesn't give you full control of it. That's why me I prefer using 3-point lights because you're able to control the light reflections and all of those stuff. Now I made it too bright, so I'm not gonna be using this one. For me, I prefer using like 3-point lights. I only showed you this as I only showed you this if you wanna use an HDR light for your scene. If you see that the light is too hard for you or just trying to learn something more, this is how you can add in your own HDRI. And maybe if you can just add in more lights, but for me, I prefer using 3D point lights. So now I'm gonna delete this image here and make this way zero so that I can bring back my lights. And now for this, I think it's good 3-point lights. And I don't know why they call it 3-point lights, but maybe. Let me just put it like here. I'm gonna press Shift D and R Z G Y. Put it here. G X R X. Rotate it on this axis, and I need to decrease it just a little bit so that it matches the. Let me just add in like 300, and the size of it maybe like this. GX. This is how I usually set up my scene with the lights. So now this is done for the lights. We are going to go through shading next thing. So if you stick to this part of this course where I showed you the lights, thank you very much. And now we're gonna go to the third part where I'm gonna be showing you how you can be able to add in some shaders, adding some textures, and all of those stuff. Then finally, I'm gonna show you how you're gonna be able to render the image in 4K resolution and be able to post it or use it whatever you want. And so yeah, I think that's for this part. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, welcome back to the course. This is part 4 where I'm going to be showing you how you're going to be able to shade this product. So the first thing that you're gonna be doing here is not making sure that they consider the word original. We don't need this anymore now. You just have to come and select this object. Come here on this properties panel and select this and go to shaders editor and press this part and come here. I'm gonna press S to show you what I'm doing. Where is it? And it's my first time using that actually. So now we're gonna come here and press new. Now you have our node, the principal BSDF. For the scene, you know, this this cap was black, so I'm gonna come here, add the value way black, and I'm gonna be using what I used in my previous, I mean, the one I used for that object. So this is the nodes that I used. So it's just simple. I'm just gonna be copying this like roughness. It's 0.465 and clear code it's full and I just increase this just a little tiny bit and now you can see it's starting to look good. And now we're gonna add in some details. So the details are gonna be used by the noise texture, which is gonna make it more realistic. So I'm gonna be pressing Shift A and search for noise texture, and I'll be pressing it here, and I'm gonna be pressing Control. Is it T? Yeah, Control T. And if this doesn't work, come here to Edit Preferences and search for Node Wrangler. Node Wrangler add-on is free, and you come and enable it here, and you come and save it, or mute, or just make it like auto save. So, and that's all. And you're just gonna press T. It's gonna give you this. So, I'm just gonna remove from generated to object. Press it here, and I'm going to come and just put it here. And now I'm gonna add in the bump node and let's go to bump node. After adding a bump node, I'm going to press the factor to height. After pressing the factor to height, I'm going to, no, it's the color. Yeah, it's the color to height. And I'm going to add the bump to the normals. And now this is what we get. And we embed it and then decrease the strength tiny little bit like that and decrease it more. And the scale for here it's point 0.1. Yeah, let me see the details. It was point 0.1, the details was 3.7. Yeah, I used 3.7. Yeah, 3.7. And I made it like this. Now you can see now this looks like plastic. That's it. So if you're adding more details, it's up to you. You can come and add in more details. And now we're gonna be adding the logo, the bland logo of this. So it's gonna be made separately. It's a texture, but I'm also gonna be covering it all in this part, in this course part. So let's come here and press tab first. After pressing tab, I'm going to add in a root cut here and another one here. Let me go to solid view. So come here, solid view, control. Only by just selecting just the way I used when I was modeling. And I'm gonna press shift here, press control, and also shift and press control. So come like this and like that. Come on, it should be fast. Okay, now it's done. I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna mark it arc scene. And now I want to have marked the scene like this by left click. I'm gonna come here into face mode. I'm going to come select this part and make it L, and I'm going to assign this, make a new material. I'm gonna come here to properties panel, come here to this part. Let's go to the, I don't know, the shaders panel. It's really complicating anyway. Yeah. So after doing that, I'm just gonna press assign. No, I'm gonna have to come to here to plus and make it assign. After making it assign, and I press new. After pressing new, I'm gonna come here to shader. After going to shaders, I'm just gonna come here and select this part, select these nodes, and I'm going to be bringing yeah the blend logo. I can add it to that object. So where did I put it? So there it is. I'm gonna come here and just put it right here, and now do this and press U, unwrap, and now we come here, it's going to be looking like this. Alright, so now we have made this far. We have added the plan logo, and now it's time to go to properties. No, it's time to go to UV editor and press tab. After pressing tab, you're gonna make sure this is aligned with you. Select everything by pressing A, R, 90 degrees, and you come and you put it right here by x-axis, then you scale it up like this. uh, let's see, let's get it up on there. I'm doing this very well. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna do this too fast. Just gonna come and select this RZ, rotate it where I want it to be. Yeah, RZ rotated so that I get a beautiful view of this. Now it's upside down. So now it's upside down. Yeah, all you have to do is press RX and just rotate it. Rotating it, maybe like 90 degrees, gonna make it like that. Maybe 180. And just did mine. So now I'm adding it like this, putting it right here. Yeah. And now our object has this type of logo or the label. They call it a label. So now I think it's time to make this look more realistic. So because you can see it needs some work to do. So we're gonna come back here to the shaders. After the shaders, let me see what I use for this. I use the noise texture and even mapping. I even done the like that. So let me just do it another way. So I'm just gonna come here, decrease the roughness a tiny little bit like this, and I'm gonna come here, press the noise texture, and put it here, the color to the specularity, and Control T. Like always, gonna be needing this a lot of time. This time's not gonna be objects, gonna be UVs because I have UV and wrap this, and I'm going to scale this just a tiny bit. Like maybe one is gonna be enough. Roughness, decrease it, and I think it's gonna be better if I added this also. QR, oh, it's not transmission. Nope, I don't need this. It will be like this. Now you can see it's got some lights on it. So, and now time to do something crazy. I only decrease this, but I think the roughness should be a little bit up. No, maybe like this. Yeah, like this. This one is fine. And now it's time to add in to make this top one. So let's make it. I'm gonna make it red. Yeah, probably red. Roughness down, and once the roughness is done, roughness down, and just what's going on with this security, yeah. And now you got the shining thing, the top part. And now the blender roughness should be up. I don't think red is making me look like that. Um, Let me go for this color. So now we got these slight reflections here. Now the sun is looking too, smooth. Got this shadows in on it. What they call it, I don't know. So press Shift A, adding the noise texture. Adding the noise texture, Control T. It's gonna be object because there is no UVs, and I'm gonna add in a bump. Search for bump. Now put the bump here. Put the color to the height, and this one to the nose. Normal to normal. Invert. After inverting, decrease this. Come on. I select the wrong one. Shift A, search for noise. Add in here. Control T. After pressing Control T, Shift A, search for bump. After adding the bumps, move color to the height, the normals, and now we got what we had there. Invert, and I'm going to decrease this strength down until it fits like this, and scale it down just a tiny bit, and put this to the specularity to make it look like it's heavy canal someday. From generated to objects, can even just put it back and play with it the way I want. But for me, I think I'm just gonna leave it this way. So now it looks very well. The bombs, just gonna make it like this. Yeah, so I think the product is like ready now. Just like I told you guys, I'm gonna make this way black. And now look, it's really amazing. Now the product look fantastic. This is why I love black backgrounds. And now, damn, not bad, right? Not bad. So now you can use this whatever you want. So now I think this the part of shading, the lights, and all of those kind of stuff is done. And now I'm just going to come and render it in 4K resolution. I'll do that in a separate video. So it's the last part where I show you how to prepare your scene to be rendered. But for now, I'm just gonna be showing you. By now, I'm just gonna be showing you the beauty of 3D. But you still need some work because right here you can see it needs some lights. So I'm gonna be giving some exercise for you to understand. You still need some tiny little bit work so that you look fantastic. But like this also, it's kind of good. And now, if you have stayed this far in the course, thank you. I really appreciate it. So I'm gonna be going to the next step where I'll be showing you how you're going to be able to prepare your render to the final, how you're going to be able to prepare your render and export this image as a full 4K and use it wherever you want to do your portfolio, anywhere you want. That's up to you. I don't know how you're going to be using it, but thank you if you've stayed this far, and I'll see you in the next video, the part of rendering and exporting your footage. So I'll see you there. So welcome back guys to this last part of the course where I'm gonna be showing you how you're gonna be able to render this product. So the first thing you're going to have to do is to come here to the properties panel and you come into the compositor. After going to the compositor, you're going to see this node. You're going to search for this denoiser. Just come here and press shift A, search for denoiser. After this denoiser, you're going to come and you put it between the compositor and the render view. And after that, you're going to come here to properties. After properties, you're going to come here to view layers and enable the denoising data so that you can get all the data of the denoiser. And you come back to your compositor and you join these cables here, the denoiser to normals and denoiser albedo to albedo. And that's gonna help you to remove all the noise in your renders. And also, you're gonna have to come back here to properties. After coming to properties, you're gonna come here and enable. If you have a GPU, it's good, but if you don't have a GPU, you can use a CPU render and make your samples 126 and make your time limit here. You set it to, you press 60 and it gives you 1 minute, and the sample size must also be 126. And you come here down to the performance, and after performance, you do tiles, you're gonna make it like 100. After making it 100, your tile size, the more small tile size you have, the more and the better the render is going to come. and make sure that you're rendering it 4K resolution. And now once that is done, you're gonna come here and press render and see your final result. It's gonna take few minutes, but it's gonna be rendered fast. And wait a couple of minutes and see what's going to come out of your render. Now because me I'm using a GPU, it's rendering fast, but for CPU it's not gonna be running fast like this. So I think it's going to be good to have a good compatible graphic card. For me, I'm using it's a GTX. It's not a good also graphic card. I'm planning to upgrade to RTX if you support me in the future videos. But also this one is also rendering my image good, and I'm really loving it. So let's see how the render is gonna end up to be like. So Blender just renders the image, it's preparing it, give it that vibe that you like. Now you see it's getting more and clear. Now it's just taking too long. Okay, now guys, the render is done, and I hope you like my course. So I will see you in the next course, and thank you for your time, and I really appreciate it. And please follow me on this Skillshare account. I'm still growing. Maybe I wasn't speaking very well. I'm still also progressing on making good quality courses. I'm still new, and I really appreciate everything. And